let's talk about sparring or free work. When we talked about applications, we said that applications are to learn principles, but you don't practice applying of principles with applications. You only train and learn principles. You need to work with more degrees of freedom with your partner to put those principles in to test them and to make them better. And for that we have sparring or free work. The more degrees of freedom you give, it will become more and more sparring, combat-like training. Because you can say, okay, let's spar only hands, and let's work gently. So this is one sort of training. You can say, let's work with hands and legs and gently. And this is another sort of sparring. So there are a lot of sparrings. It depends on how many degrees of freedom you want to give. But sparring is where you test what you have learned in applications. It's not the same. Now, before you start, you need to declare the rules of engagement, the safety. What type of gear you use? Do you use mouthpiece? Do you use gloves? What kind of gloves? The big gloves, small gloves, no gloves. We will demonstrate with no safety equipment because we will do it gently for now, and because we used to work with each other and we don't use usually equipment because we train for also be able to withstand pain and to cause pain and be very precise in what we do. With gloves you are less precise than with no gloves. We can do different things. Gloves prevent us from working with the free hands, but it's also more painful to hit with no gloves. So different tools for different training. So we start doing light sparring with slow movement, flowing slow movement. We'll start from a distance right now. You see, we allow each other to get hit and to continue from this position. Okay, he hit me in the face with the elbow. If we would spar faster, it would be a real pain. But right now we are working on, okay, I got in a bad situation, I can work with it, I can move on, I can pay attention to my mistakes or him to his mistakes and learn from it. When we set loose more and more degrees of freedom, we can work faster. And we can train different things. The important thing in sparring is rules of engagement. We go home alive, unhurt, whole, with all our teeth, with both our eyes, everything together. The point is we are not going to hospital because of sparring. And we can train everything we've learned so far. So sparring is basically the laboratory to test what you have learned, principles, motoric, movement, state of mind, fun. It's a place to have fun. It's a game. It's not combat. It's not fight. I don't want to kill fear. I don't want to hurt him. I just want to play with him, and if I have some pain because of it, it's a good pain. It's a well-earned pain. Try to laugh and accept this as a game. There is no place for ego while you're do sparring. If you have ego, it becomes more fight and more war. And why? You are friends of your partner, you're not his enemy. So put the ego outside, have your mindset set to playful rather than fight and combat. Of course, you can do the sparring with higher intention and higher degrees of aggression, but still you keep each other safe. Now we will do it with higher intention, and pay attention, when we do it with higher intention, still we need to control what we hit. I don't want Kfir to hit me and hit me in my temple too hard. He can touch me, but if he do it too strong, this is his mistake. My mistake because I didn't see it coming, because I didn't give it a proper answer. But his mistake because he caused unnecessary possible damage. So it's very dangerous if you do it without paying attention. So you have to put a lot of attention and intention in this sort of sparring. See, very quick. Very quick. We can do a round of 3 seconds. Because high intention is very deceitful. I decided I want to run over him. Or he decided he doesn't force me to. So it's very sharp sparring. Be careful.